Well, hello, Corinth Baptist family and church friends and community at large. This is Pastor Robbie, and I trust that you're all doing well. I'm coming to you today to let you know that the deacons and I had a special meeting on Tuesday afternoon to discuss plans moving forward as it relates to our potential of gathering again and what we need to be doing. And the biggest thing that we did was we consulted God on the steps that we need to take moving forward. And I read a verse to our group, and I want to read it to you. It's from the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse number 2, and it says, "Also it is not good for a person to be without knowledge, and he who hurries his footsteps errs." You know, it's important that when we're seeking God's direction and His will, that we're not outrunning what He is wanting us to do. We don't need to be a couple steps ahead or try to be a couple steps ahead. We want to be in step with God. And so after a time of prayer and after a time of discussion, we came to the conclusion that God wants us to take this plan of action moving forward. So therefore, we're going to continue with church online only for the next 3 Sundays, the first 3 Sundays in May, for May 3rd, May 10th, and May the 17th. So everything that we've been doing online, we will continue that path for the next 3 weeks. Then what the deacons and I will do is that we will meet on May the 18th to discuss plans moving forward beyond that day. And I just want to let you know that we are in a lot of prayer as your church leadership as to what to do and how to do things. We want to be perfectly in step with God, and we're not trying to be a hero or the first to do something, or we want to do what God wants us to do primarily, and also we want to do what is best for our church family as it relates to our physical health and our physical safety moving forward. We don't want to be a part of the problem. We want to be a part of the solution. I also want to let you know that we are currently working on a plan of re-entry whenever that time will come. So I want to let you know that we're working on a step-by-step phased plan of re-entry, making sure that our church facility is clean so that when the time comes to come back, that you can be assured that you're walking into a clean and sanitary place for worship. And so I would ask that you would join us in just continued prayer for God's wisdom and direction. If you'll look up James chapter 1, verse 5, that verse talks about us seeking out God for His wisdom. If we lack wisdom, we need to seek it and ask God for it, for He will freely give it, and He will do so without reproach or without criticizing us for it. The best thing that we can do is to continually ask God for His wisdom. Again, this is not what we necessarily like, but it's what God is leading us to do right now. But I do want to share with you a word of encouragement about everything that's been going on as a result of having to do church online. We are seeing larger and larger numbers of people who are actually engaging and watching our worship services and our Bible studies online. More people than we've ever had gathering here on church property and church campus. And here's an example. On Easter Sunday, which is the biggest Sunday, we had over 1,000 people estimated watch the Easter message. We've had people reach out to us through email and just letting us know what God's doing in their life. And these are some people that aren't even connected with our church. We don't know who they are. We've never met them in person. So God is using this time, even though it's not what we necessarily like, God is allowing this time for us to have a broader and a greater reach, so to speak, with the message of the gospel and the message that God is wanting to get out through His Word. So be encouraged by that. And again, I just want to ask you to continue to pray for God's church here, for the ministry here, for us to be resilient and to stand firm even in the midst of adversity, and that God will get glory through this, and He already is. So just want to let you know again, we'll continue with church online only for the next 3 weeks, and then we will meet again and figure out what God wants us to do, and we will go from there. So I just want to let you know that I love you, I care about you. It's been a pleasure to talk to many of you on the phone and to email back and forth. Continue to do that. If you need to reach out, if you have a need, just please let me know. We will serve you in the best way possible. May God bless you as you continue with the week, and we look forward to worshiping this Sunday as we continue our series, Jesus Is. Have a great day.